Hi guys, I just want to make a quick video. This looks a lot like the last one I just did, and it is a lot like it. I removed some stuff, and if you notice, one of the things I put in was that um, that we need to use an alternative approach than the project replication, which is the approach we took, one of the approaches we took in the previous video to find the NPV of both projects. Because there's actually an easier way that isn't as time consuming to find out the NPV of both projects that have different lifespans than doing the full replication approach, which we showed before. Replication approach is taught in school, so you need to learn it because you'll be quizzed on it. But this is another approach that is just as useful and works and is faster. So, first thing we're going to do is we're just going to find the NPV of the book press, because the book press is something we have to calculate the NPV for no matter what. We can't change that. We have to find it. So CF0 is negative 20,000. CF1 is 4K. I'm going to rush through this really as fast as I can because this isn't the important part, but we still need to find it so that we have something to compare it to. And to show you that even though we're using a different approach, it's just as good. NPV, and the cost of capital is 12, so don't worry about that. Compute 3,245, 46. 3245. No, 3245. 3,000. Okay, so that's the same old that we always did. Now, for the replication approach that we did in the last video, we had to actually extend this this project a second time over. But for this approach, the quicker approach, I would hope, an easier approach, we don't have to do that at all. All we have to do is clear this, clear our cash flows, and input the cash flow just how it is right now. So CF0 would be 10,000. CF1 is 3,500. CF2 6,500. CF3 is 6,000. NPV 12%. Alright, so we know our NPV for the 3-year project is 2577. So right down here, I'm just going to put 2577 because we're not done yet. So we know if the NPV for the first lifetime of this project is 2577. So if we extend it out to 6, repeated it, we know the NPV of the extended is also going to be 2577. So since we already know the first lifetime, in the replication process, we had to actually write this out and redo it using the whole 6 years. But now we already know what the NPV is for the next 3 years. It's going to be 2577. However, what we have to do that's different is we have to take the 2577 that we projected to have for the next 3 years based on what the net present value we just found, and we have to divide it by 1 plus the cost of capital to the third power. And we use the third power because project ends in the 3rd year. So we're basically discounting the future cash flows that we project after 6 years back to the 3rd year where the first project ended. So bring back our calculator. We're going to store this, and we're going to second clear, and we're going to compute clear. So for instance, we know that 2577 is our net present value. And we know it should be a net present value. If we redo the whole project, it should still be 2577. We just have to bring, because we're going farther out in time, we have to bring those years for farther out in time back into the 3rd year, where the original project ended. So we're going to, stored 1. So all we do is 1 plus the cost of capital, which is 12%. So that would be 1 plus 0.12 is 1.12. And then y to the x to the 3rd power. Enter. Store that in 4. Recall 1. And divided by recall 4. Recall 1 divided by, let's just clear this so I'm doing it right. Recall 1 divided by recall 7. I always put it in 7, yet I forget. Why do I do that? Hold up. Yeah, let me redo it because I feel like I put it somewhere I forgot. 1.12 y to the x to the 3rd power equals 1.49, store in 7, then we take 2577 or better yet, recall 1 divided by recall 7, $1,834. And if we add this to our net present value we found originally for the first 3 years, $2,577, we shall come out with $4,411. And if we go back to our previous slide, our net present value is $4,412. And note that all we have to do is round up and we get that $4,412. So that's how we figure out. That's the quickest way that I know of figuring out the net present value without using the replication process to double the lifespan of the project and then evaluating the cash flows afterwards. I hope this was insightful, maybe help you save time or just intriguing, and maybe even shows how out of touch some of the textbooks can be to the most efficient way that you can find net present value in some cases. Thank you. And I hope you had a wonderful time and found it at least educational.